And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away.
Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants.
Punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's Sims.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now Sims. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 13. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sims, flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
From the gun, Sims. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, Sims. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st. Jackson on 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They go play action now. Jackson. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Sims. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off play action. Sims. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Looking to throw. Sims. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Sims forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is across and in for the score. And now they get tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 119 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.